Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khairan for watching this video. I'm Rosaline and I help Muslim women love themselves unapologetically so that they can build healthier relationships. Now, I want to ask you, do you suffer from self-critical talk? Do you find it difficult to accept praise or compliments? If you answered yes, then chances are that you have a very negative internal dialogue. So I want to give you an example. Let's say someone compliments your hijab and says, "Oh, mashallah, your hijab is really nice, where'd you get it from?" And you reply with, "Oh, this old thing, I've had it for 5 years, it's not really that nice, I don't really like it." What did you do just then? Well, number one, you didn't accept the compliment. And number two, you criticized yourself. Now, why do we do that? If you do criticize yourself a lot, then maybe as a child you weren't complimented enough. Maybe you were made to feel unimportant, or maybe you were made to feel like you didn't matter. And what happened is you translated that to mean that you're just not a good enough person, you're not worthy of love. And so as a woman that you are today, you held onto that meaning. So whenever someone does compliment you, you don't like it. Your brain instantly goes, "Oh, this is icky, ew." Like deep down inside you feel really ew, like icky inside. And I've also noticed that people who do have negative self-talk are less likely to hang out with people who are positive. Now, it's not because they don't like positive people, it's because our brains are designed to stick with what's familiar. So if you're not familiar with compliments, you're less likely to hang out with people who are positive. And you're more likely to attract negative people because that's what you're familiar with. That's what your brain is familiar with. Your brain's not there to make you happy. It's just there to survive. So what it does is scans the environment, it looks for problems, and then it tries to solve the problem. And it can only solve the problem according to what it's familiar with. So I hope that makes sense. So what's the cure? Well, research has shown that positive talk can cure depression, anxiety, it can even cure diabetes, cancer. There have been so many studies done on positive self-talk. So we shouldn't confuse this with arrogance or ego. When you talk to yourself positively, it's not being arrogant, because you're not trying to belittle anyone. You're just making yourself feel better, and you're making your mind familiar with positive talk. So obviously you don't do positive talk in front of other people. You do it to yourself. When you're by yourself, or when you feel that negativity come up, you change it and you shift it. And the way you shift it is by saying things like, "I'm good enough, I'm beautiful enough, I'm smart enough, I have amazing coping skills, I have an amazing brain, I'm talented, I have amazing gifts, I have an amazing ability to speak, I have an amazing ability to..." Whatever it is. And the key is consistency. It's not just a one-off thing where you say, "Oh yeah, I'm good enough," and then you wait for a miracle. No. You consistently tell yourself that I'm good enough. You write it on your phone, have reminders on your phone, you write it on your mirror, you talk to yourself in the mirror, you tell yourself I love you. And if that feels a bit icky, then chances are that you really need some positive self-talk. You write it on paper, you have a reminder, and you consistently tell yourself every single day that I'm enough. And I promise you, you will see a major shift in your life. You will feel uplifted, you will feel happy, you will just feel better within yourself. And the studies have shown people that did positive self-talk and reported feeling happier, better, it cured their depression and their anxiety. Because this is not life. Your life, you weren't created to be depressed. You weren't created to be depressed. Yes, we go through hardship, but Allah says, "Verily, with hardship comes ease." Allah didn't say you're going to be in hardship for the rest of your life. Allah didn't create you to be down and depressed and to hate yourself. Allah created the universe for you. Allah created this world for you to live in it and to enjoy whatever's in it. And then inshallah, return back to Jannah, inshallah. So when you think, oh, this is just my reality, it's just how it's meant to be. I'm not meant to be happy. I'm not meant to be loved. I'm not worthy of anything. This is just qadr of Allah. No, it's not. You have a choice, and it's your responsibility to change the way you think and the way you talk to yourself. Because Allah says, I am as my slave thinks of me. So if your mind is plagued with negativity, then chances are that you find it hard to pray. You find it hard to have a connection with Allah, because you are so down within yourself, and you hate yourself, if that's the lack of a better word, that you really do hate yourself. And the only way to change that is to start talking to yourself positively, because language is everything. Your mind only works with language, so the language you choose is your responsibility. I really hope that this video was of benefit to you, inshallah. And if you would like to dive deep and you would like to shift your mindset, inshallah, book a call with me. It's a free 60-minute call. I have a few slots open, inshallah, and I really want to transform your life. I really want to get you to shift your mindset, inshallah. Jazakallah khairan for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.